káàbọ̀ sórí gbàgede Tana dú lórí YouTube. Orúkọ tèmi ni Tana, èmi sì lolùkọ́ yín lórí gbàgede yìí. Ibi ni a ti ń kọ́ èdè Yorùbá tí a sì ti ń kọ́ nípa ẹ̀yà Yorùbá lápapọ̀. In this video, we shall be taking an introduction to Yorùbá language. You will learn the origin of the language as well as important details about the language. Let's get into it. No one can say this is when or how people started to speak Yoruba language, just as nobody can say categorically when or the origin of the human language. So, but we do know that we can trace the roots of Yoruba language to ancient Oyo kingdom. That will be further explained as we go on in this lesson. Yoruba language falls under the Yoruboid family, under the Niger-Congo language family tree. It is spoken by over 50 million people, both in Nigeria and across the world. We have Yoruba speakers in Benin Republic, Togo, Ghana, Cameroon, and Brazil. In Nigeria, Yoruba language is spoken by people from Oyo, Ondo, Ogun, Lagos, and Ekiti states in the southwest region, and then by Kwara state people in the north central region. Let's talk about dialects. Dialect simply is a variation of a particular language. Like in English, we have the American English, we have the British English, we have Australian English, we have Canadian English, we have Jamaican English, and so on. Likewise, in Yoruba language, we also have dialects, and these dialects are divided into 5 categories based on the region where those Yoruba speakers are. The 5 major Yoruba dialects are Northwest Yoruba, Northeast Yoruba, Central Yoruba, Southeast Yoruba, and Southwest Yoruba. Earlier, I mentioned that Yoruba language can be traced down to ancient Oyo kingdom. Now, this is because the Northwest Yoruba, under which Oyo falls, or the Oyo dialect falls, is where we picked many of the lexicons that have now formed the standard Yoruba that we speak today. Speaking of standard Yoruba is similar to the English IPA, RP. So in the Yoruba setting, standard Yoruba is the formally accepted form of writing and speaking. It is like the official Yoruba language that is commonly acceptable among all Yorubas and can be easily understood by almost every Yoruba language speaker. However, standard Yoruba is commonly spoken in Lagos and in Oyo states. Writing in Yoruba language is fun and actually simple because we write based on how we speak. So what you say is what you write, literally. Of course, there are rules on how to put down the words in writing, but in simple terms, you write whatever you say. We'll get into learning how to write further along on this channel, but for now, let's talk about the origin of the Yoruba writing system. Ancient Yoruba writing system originated in the 17th century from Ajami scripts, a kind of Arabic script actually. But further along in the 1850s, Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther attempted to translate English Bible to Yoruba Bible, and that was when we witnessed a new evolution of Yoruba writing system. By the way, writing system is also called orthography. So Yoruba orthography follows the Latin alphabet. That is why Yoruba alphabets are similar to that of the English alphabet. Since the first time Ajayi Crowther tried to document in Yoruba language, there's been numbers of revisions. The modern standard Yoruba orthography now follows certain rules, including to marking vowels as appropriate and using the correct diacritic, an inverted dash instead of an underlined dash under open vowels, that is o, e, and the consonant she. Also, we use diacritics to represent tones which are placed on top of vowels So for every vowel, we place the right diacritic to represent the right tone for that particular vowel. We'll get into all of this in subsequent videos. Yoruba language is an interesting, simple, and easy to learn language. It is fun to speak, I promise you. I look forward to having all these fun lessons with you. Drop an emoji in the comment section below if you're a native of Yoruba land, and tell me which dialect you speak. I speak Ekiti dialect. And if you are a non-native, tell me what you find most interesting about the Yoruba language. Matumari nínú fọ́nrán mi. Ó dàbọ̀.